Life without freedom is oppression, and that applies to computing as well as every other activities in our life. We are living in a world which encourages a culture of proprietary software. Most of us have always used only proprietary softwares on our computers. Our children are being taught to use it too, but they are partially or completely unaware of the free software and the benefits it provides. I'm not forgetting the fact that proprietary software is sometimes powerful and reliable. However, it does not respect the user's freedom. Software can be said to service users only if it respects their freedom. So in this video, I'm going to take a few minutes from your valuable time to get to know about the freedom that you can own in the world of software. Yes. So today's our topic is all about free software movement and free software foundation. To begin with, let us see what are free softwares. Free software means softwares that respect users' freedom and community. Roughly, it means that the users have the freedom to run, copy, distribute, study, change, and improve the software. Thus, free software is a matter of liberty, not price. To use free software is to make a political and ethical choice, asserting the right to learn and share what we learn with others. Thus, free software has become the foundation of a learning society where we share our knowledge in a way that others can build upon and enjoy. Next, we are moving our focus to the topic free software movement. The free software movement was started in the year 1983 by computer scientist Richard M. Stallman when he launched a project called GNU, which stands for GNU is not Unix, to provide a replacement for the Unix operating system, a replacement that would respect the freedom of those using it. Free software movement is the initiative endorsed by the Free Software Foundation that promotes freedom for computer users and consider proprietary software unethical. It holds that all software users are morally entitled to the freedoms granted by free software, which is often free of charge but mostly free of restrictions. The first and main achievement of the free software movement was the GNU operating system. Nowadays, the free software movement goes far beyond developing the GNU system. However, due to the restriction with application programs and embedded code in hardware, the goal has yet to be fully realized. The free software movement campaigned to win the users of computing the freedom that comes from free software. Free softwares put its users in control of their own computing, while non-free softwares put its users under the power of software's developer. The free software movement is one of the most successful social movements to arise from computing culture, driven by a worldwide community of ethical programmers dedicated to the cause of freedom and sharing. Although drawing on traditions and philosophies among the members of 1970s hacker culture and academia, Richard Stallman formally founded the movement in 1983 by launching the GNU project. Stallman later established the Free Software Foundation in 1985 to support the movement. The Free Software Movement is a worldwide effort that campaigns for creation, use and adoption of free software that entitles users four essential freedoms. And the first one in the four essential freedoms are the freedom to run the program as they wish for any purpose. And the second freedom is to study how the program works and change it so it does their computing as they wish. Access to the source code is a precondition for this. And the third freedom is to redistribute copies so they can help others. And the final freedom that provided by the Free Software Movement is to distribute copies of their modified version to others. By doing this, they can give the whole community a chance to benefit from their changes. Access to the source code is a precondition for this. But the ultimate success of the Free Software Movement depends upon teaching our friends, neighbors, and work colleagues about the danger of not having software freedom, about the danger of the society losing control over its computing. So we can conclude that Free Software Movement is a social movement with the goal of obtaining and guaranteeing certain freedom for software users, namely the freedom to run the software, to study and change the software, and to redistribute copies with or without changes. Richard Stallman has established a foundation to support the free software movement, and that's what we are going to discuss next. Yes, so the next topic is Free Software Foundation, or simply FSF. The Free Software Foundation, or simply FSF, is a non-profit with a worldwide mission to promote computer user freedom. It defends the rights of all software users. The Free Software Foundation was established on 4 October 1985 by the computer scientist Richard Stallman. The headquarters of the Free Software Foundation is at US, and the purpose of the foundation is educational purpose, and the motto that is spread by the foundation is Free Software, Free Society. The Richard Stallman dedicated this foundation to eliminate restrictions on copying and modifying programs by promoting the development and use of freely distributable software. It oversees the development of software for its GNU computing environment and provides online and CD-ROM distribution of GNU and other programs. Free software developers guarantee everyone equal rights to their programs. Any user can study the source code, modify it, and share the program. By contrast, most other softwares carry fine print that denies users these basic rights, leaving them susceptible to the whims of its owners and vulnerable to surveillance. The FSF provides critical infrastructure and funding for the GNU project, the foundation of popular GNU or Linux family of free operating systems, and the keystone of the Internet. The campaign team creates educational materials about the free software, convenes the yearly Liber Planet conference, and goes toe-to-toe against powerful interests that threaten computer user rights. The Licensing and Complaints Lab defends freely licensed software for proprietary hoarding, advises on licensing issues, and certifies device that respects your freedom. Thus, we can say that Free Software Foundation, or simply FSF, is a non-profit organization founded by Richard Stallman to support the free software movement, which promotes the universal freedom to study, distribute, create, and modify computer software, with the organization preference for software being distributed under copyleft terms, such as with its own GNU General Public License. The major activities carried out by the Free Software Foundation are: it maintains historic articles covering free software philosophy and maintains the free software definition. It sponsors the GNU projects. The FSF holds copyrights on a large proportion of the GNU system and other free softwares. The FSF publishes different licenses, example GNU, GPN, etc. The FSF campaigns for free software adoption and against proprietary softwares. Finally, the FSF also provides important resources to the community. Thus, we can say that Free Software Foundation mainly works for the free software movement, and also it provides the users with maximum knowledge about the freedom the users can have while using the software. So in short, we can say that free software movement is a social and political movement with the goal of ensuring software users the basic freedoms, while the Free Software Foundation is a non-profit founded by Richard Stallman in 1985 to support the free software movement. Technology is best when it brings people together, and this is what the free software movement aims at. Free software is a matter of liberty, not rights. To understand the concept, you should think of free as in free speech, not as in free thought. Hope you all have enjoyed watching this video. Thank you.